Are there any examples that you can give of customers that were unproductive when you met them? You don't have to give names. We're not expecting you to dox anyone. Were there examples of customers where we've seen them as unproductive where we first started?
Yeah.
What did you do, and what was the end result of that?
Do you want me to say this?
Yeah, you can take that one.
So, yeah, this is pretty much the norm for most of the contact centres
Okay.
we go to. The biggest or the first thing we have to do is understand the data
Yep.
and understand what's reported on or what can be reported on. The first step is always understanding what the gap is in hours. So if you're on the phones for 4 hours, how much of that 4 hours did you actually spend on the phone?
Right.
That's the first thing. It's the first gap, and it's the first measure of you can't be productive if you're not doing the right thing. So, if you're not doing what's expected of
Yeah.
you can't be that productive.
Yeah.
So, the first thing we always do, go back to the data, understand how they currently perform, what data's available, and then often we end up creating reports which show them not every KPI, but a few key measures that the contact centre and all the, team leaders, team managers, and the senior leadership need to focus on to get the best out of their agents. Because once the people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, it's then a case of driving all the individual metrics underneath that. So the AHTs and CSATs and everything else, that comes after you've got the agents first and foremost doing exactly what they need to be doing.
Yeah. And that's kind of the first step. So first step's kind of Sandeep's world of, can we see exactly what's happening? Which is the biggest issue.
Can we measure it?
Can we measure it?
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever come across anywhere where we can't get to everything that we need to get to.
Right.
There's some manual workarounds, and this is where people, businesses struggle because they think, well, I don't have a system that tells me that. It's like, well, email average handle time is a key one. Most places go, I don't know what my email AHT is. And you'll go, right. Do you know how many emails you do? Yeah. Do you know how much time you spend doing emails? Yeah. It's like, well, you know your email AHT then. Yeah. But they don't think of putting the two together. And one of the reports that, kind of Sandeep builds out as a standard is this thing of just tracking how much time people spend and how many things they do.
Yeah.
And therefore we can tell how many they're doing.
Yeah.
And then what you can do is then you agree with the operations guys of what the right level of work is. So how many they should be doing. And then you can measure their productivity against that target. The key bit is, though, not to get hung up on individual targets. Because all productivity across everywhere will run in a distribution. So you'll have people that are unproductive and people that are overproductive. But the aim is, with the work that we do, is to get them into the average. So overall, they are as productive as you need them to be, accepting that some people will be slower and some people will be faster. The idea around impacting the productivity at that point then is to move that distribution curve up to the right to make everything a little bit more productive. And a key way to do that is when you can see it, you can measure it, you can target it.
Yep.
Because they don't see it and measure it, they never target it. They never go to an agent and go, well, you only did 3 yesterday and you should be doing 10. What happened? They don't have those conversations. They just accept that they did 30 yesterday overall.
Yeah.
So then they can start to have those conversations. But once, like Sandeep said, once you get everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing, then we can actually look at how the work's organised to get them more productive.